Hello, princesses! Welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're going to explore a little something that I'm calling beauty basics I refuse to live without. Now, in this collection that I have here in front of me, we're not going to find any eye palettes, even though I definitely have my favorites. We're not going to find any mascaras, eyeliners, lip liners, even though, again, I definitely have my favorites. But I'll admit to my weakness, I am a fickle pickle. My eye is turned by any little sparkle that I see over in the corner, as so many of us are. So I can tell you from now until the cute little cows come home that I have a favorite mascara or I have a favorite eye palette. It'll change in a month. It'll change in a week, maybe even. This list that I have here and these products I have assembled for us to share today are the tried and true products that I have used for years and will use for years to come. Products that I have maybe strayed from for a few weeks here or there and then come right back to. These are my tried and true beauty basics. Let's just dive right in because we got a lot here to talk about. The first items that I want to mention, if you've seen my Olaplex video, you'll know how much I am devoted to the Olaplex hair care system, but especially number 4, the Bond Maintenance Shampoo, number 5, the Bond Maintenance Conditioner, and number 6, the Bond Smoother, kind of pre-styling products. I love all the others, I really do, but 4, 5, and 6, these are my little travel sizes because I cannot be without them. I do not use them every shampoo because I feel like they would build up and stop working. Horror of horrors, dread of dreads. So I do kind of intermix it with other shampoos here or there, and there's a lot I like, but those change. Olaplex, I remain true. I love them. I do highlight my hair, as you can tell, and this has saved it from feeling like straw. So I love Olaplex. Are we talking about hair? Hold on, let me lean over and just get something to show us. I am in love with, I'm coming back, forever in love with my, you knew it, Dyson dryer. And this is the old-fashioned, old colored one. I also have the whole system, you know, with all the attachments, and I love that too. I will not use any other hair dryer. This little baby is quite the investment. If you would like to invest, if you blow dry your hair a lot, if you have thick hair like I do, try to get it during the Sephora sale or another sale. There's no need to ever pay full price, right? So this little guy speeds up drying, makes your hair smooth, makes it soft. In combination with the Olaplex, I could not be happier. I definitely recommend any of the Dyson hair care products, but especially the hair dryer and this whole system with all the different attachments. Let's put this guy back down. He takes up so much room. All right, let's go back into now some skincare. I change my skincare like the wind too. I'll tell you my favorite oils, and I'll tell you all my favorite lotions and potions, but those do change. I am, like I said, fickle. There's a few things, however, that don't change. I love, love, love this Tatcha cleansing system. I love the one-step Camellia Pure Cleansing Oil and the deep cleanser. I use those as a 2-step, the oil first on a dry face, of course, just to loosen up all the makeup, and then the deeper cleanser afterwards when it's wet. I have not found a better combination. I have tried, of course, a million other makeup removers. This is my standby and go-to. This is what I stock up on by the ton when there's a sale. I definitely stand by these products by Tatcha. They're pretty much my favorite Tatcha products out there, to be honest. It's a really, really good product. Speaking of taking off makeup, what do you use to take off your stubborn eye makeup? I use, and so many of us use, the Lancome by Facil. This little guy is a little well loved, as you can see. I've got a new one waiting in the wings. This is another product that I stock up on in sales. It is great if you have sensitive eyes. It gets off any sort of eye makeup. I do a cleanse with my Tatcha that I just showed you, and then I use my little Chikuhodo cotton, and I put some of this on it, and I get off all my eye makeup. It takes off everything that didn't come off. You will not have raccoon eyes the next morning. It is a fantastic product. You got to shake it up a little bit to kind of get it all together and activated. It's wonderful. I would definitely give this a try if you ever struggle or have remaining eye makeup the next morning. That's so ugly, isn't it? This is a great one. Sensitive eyes too, and I will never stray from it. I have no need to try another one. Why fix something that isn't broken? Ah, more skincare. My favorite La Mer product. This is the Mer The Tonic. This is kind of a great, it's not very harsh, and it just kind of refreshes your face after you've cleaned it. So again, my little Kogan dough, which I should have brought out, those cotton swabs are fantastic, the pure cotton swabs. I put this La Mer on them and just get it all over my face right after it's washed, and it gets off anything remaining, which there never really is after my Tatcha. But this just cleans and refreshes whenever your face has been wet out of the shower, anything like that. It's a great product. If you've seen some of my other skincare videos, you'll know that I also swear by the Essence by SK2. Some people hate this. It's definitely love or hate. I feel it definitely gives my skin that kind of glass-like appearance, or as glass-like as my skin can get. It's not glass skin, obviously, but as best as my skin can do. When I run out of this and try to go without it, I miss it. So I use this little guy in the morning, and I tend to use my La Mer Tonic at night. I don't use them together. You could, but it just gets so fussy and complicated for me that I would rather not mix them, right? Because, you know, we all went through these stages where we did these really long, you know, the Korean skincare routines with the many, many steps, and after a while that it got too much for my little brain, right? neuLASH. Do any of you use a lash serum to make your lashes longer? I struggled for so many years, with decades really, with putting on mascara and making it pretty and getting it all over things. And it really was that I just kind of had stubby little lashes. This has helped tremendously. You use it every night, just apply it on the lash line. You don't put it on like mascara. It's a brush, and you just put it along the lash line. You can even put it in your brows too. This will work for eyebrows as well. Although neuLASH, I believe, also has a separate brow product. The lash product can be used in both. You use it once a night for 6 weeks, or once a day for 6 weeks. And then after that, once you reach the desired length of your lashes, and they will grow, you can go to every other night just to maintain it. I do every other night because I really don't want them to hit my sunglasses and things like that. But if I wanted to get more dramatic, I could. It really does work. The only complaint I hear about this is that folks say they have trouble remembering to use it. I just stick it by the serum that I'm going to use every night, so it's there as a reminder, and I have not ever forgotten. I even travel with it. It makes putting on mascara a pleasure. It makes curling lashes a pleasure. We'll talk about curling lashes in just a minute. It makes everything just a pleasure. There are a lot of other competitive and competing lash serums on the market. I think they're all really, really good. The prescription strength one scared me a bit because I've heard they can change your eye color. Don't know if that's true or not, but I have green eyes. I like my green eyes, so this does not interfere with the color of my eyes. If you have brown eyes anyway, which so many of us do, then maybe you want to go with the prescription one. Whatever. They all work, but neuLASH is my personal favorite. Moving on, we spoke about lash curling. The best lash curler in my estimation on the market today is the Surratt lash curler. It doesn't pull, it doesn't pinch. Growing my lashes out with neuLASH has helped that, of course, but this little guy makes the perfect, no crimping, no weird bends. Troy Surratt just knows what he's doing, and he has developed the best lash curler on the market, bar none, if you ask me, and probably if you ask most people in the beauty industry. This is a very good one. If you've been in the market, if you've been searching, purchase the Surratt lash curler. You will not be sorry. Few other beauty items. I don't have a lot of makeup items because I am fickle, but I do have a few. Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. Love this. I not one to take a pencil and draw in brows. And as you see, my brows aren't terrible, but you know, I overplucked a little bit in the 90s too, didn't we all? And they could be better. This is quick. It has a wand like mascara. You know the way these little guys work. The formula is not too wet, not too thick, and not too dry. So I could almost have a conversation with one of my kids while I put this on in the morning. It dries quickly. I brush through it with a spoolie. It's never crunchy. I wear the shade Espresso. I've also gone a little lighter depending on how I'm feeling. So I have 2 shades. I think a chestnut shade and this shade, something like that. This Espresso shade. This has never done me wrong. Yes, I've experimented with a million other brow products. This is the one I come back to, and I'm really just not trying anymore. Again, why? This is the best. I love, love, love the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury, which comes with this big doe foot. You know, when this product first came onto the market, none of us really knew what it was. Is it a primer? Is it a highlighter? What is this? I use it under makeup. I tend to use it, even if I'm wearing a primer, I'll use it over that. I like the look it gives. Not alone, it can make you look a little greasy, but I'm even wearing it today under my Pat McGrath foundation. It just gives it that little bit of luminosity. It's just incredibly pretty. So you take a pretty foundation and it makes it even prettier. Whether the foundation is matte or not, I just find this, I kind of can't live without this. I leave it on my beauty table and I reach for it every time I'm going to do makeup. I love this product. I wear shade 3 if I didn't tell you before, and I reorder this every time I run out, which I have a few times. Lips. Well, I can't pick a ride or die lipstick because I'm fickle. But I'll tell you this, the Laneige lip sleeping mask is an absolute firm favorite of mine. Before I go to bed at night, I slather my lips in it. In the morning, it's still on a little bit. That's how much I put on. My lips feel great. They are no longer chapped. It is a wonderful way to treat your lips, and they have so many different flavors. This one looks like it's like a berry flavor. The vanilla is my favorite. They just came out with chocolate mint, right? And a few other different flavors. It doesn't matter. They're all delicious smelling, and they work. This is a really, really nice product. Every time I run out, it takes me a while to get through it because let me tell you, this is a newer one. There's a lot in there. You know, you don't use that much, so it takes me a while, but I have replaced quite a few of these. And last but not least, if you know me, you know I am a brush snob. I love my Sonia G brushes. I love my Wayne Goss brushes. I love my Rephr brushes. Chikuhodo, Hakuhodo. I love, love, love the handmade Japanese natural brushes for eyes, for cheeks. I absolutely love them. Even for applying my base makeup. Love them, love them, love them. They are just amazing. And you know, they make these natural brushes that are handmade make applying makeup so simple. It's almost like it does it for you. You just kind of swirl, it goes. It's so easy to do, princesses. So easy to do that I can never go back. Am I against synthetic brushes? Not at all. And there are places that synthetic brushes and times synthetic brushes can be better. I agree. And I do agree that these folks can get a little bit pricey. So to have a collection takes time. You know, you buy a little bit at a time. But if you are looking to really invest, and if you have such beautiful makeup that you have, you know, parted with good money for, I really do suggest that you at least try one natural brush from Handmade in Japan and see what you think and let me know. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. And speaking of that, let me just give another plug to the product I forgot to put out here, and that is my Chikuhodo cotton swabs. Love them. I'll put a little picture there for you because I don't want them to feel left out. Everybody loves the Shiseido ones that they get at Sephora. Those are great and fine, but my heart belongs with the Chikuhodo ones that I get at Beautylish. I'm sure you can get them a bunch of other places as well. I just love the size of them and the texture, and they're lovely. So those are the beauty basic buys that I refuse to live without. I would love in the comments below to hear what your beauty basics are, what you refuse to live without. If you're curious about this somewhat wild for me eye look, it's coming up in a revisit of Pat McGrath. You'll see it in a few days, so make sure you check for that. Make sure you leave your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already done so, my goodness, why haven't you subscribed? Please do. That makes me so happy to share my community with you, princesses, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.